Let's move.
Puzzle, is it? Who is most adept at their solving? No matter where Minsk hides the nuts, who is always able to sniff them out?
I'm rather a dab hand myself when it comes to a spot of intellectual intrigue.
The nuts are in my pocket, wizard. Please do not go patting at Minsk's person.
Prove your strategic wits. There is but one rule. The Dark King must fall in 2 moves. Are you a commander of armies? Or a shivering pawn? Fodder for cleverer minds.
I'm afraid I have little experience with lance sport, let alone the command of soldiers.
I've been known to shuffle a few knights around in my day. Might I offer a suggestion? First, move your white queen to the upper right corner. Then, move her 4 squares to the left. The king can only withdraw to 1 square after the first move, and after the second, has nowhere to retreat.
King has fallen. May you always crush the wicked, be they pawn, knight, or monk.
Paintings hung on the wall, almost like an art gallery.
A true champion knows justice and eliminates those who stand in its way. Restore the balance of justice.
Justice. No pardon without repentance, and no penalty without mercy. The right path often lies between the extremes. Wise indeed, though I can't take credit. It was my father who taught me the ways of the just.
The apple. The painting depicts a red-haired man stealing a shiny apple from a cart in an open-air market. You know this market, the Wide, where Baldur's Gate citizens and visitors gather to conduct trade and wax political. The child. A red-haired man is portrayed with his cloak's hood lowered, giving an apple to a smiling urchin. Several other children are huddled behind the one receiving the apple, hands outstretched. The induction. A red-haired man is depicted in hushed conversation with a dark-haired woman. She wears a cloak with an unusual symbol on it, tally marks totaling the number 9. The theft. A red-haired man is depicted in the Hall of Wonders, thieving what looks to be a priceless artifact. It's an astrolabe of entrapment. It could hold a dozen djinn within it, perhaps even more. The chase. A red-haired man is depicted running through the city streets, a flaming fist officer chasing just behind. A cloaked woman, hair dark as a raven, looks on from a safe distance. The judgment. A stern judge, his pockets full of coin, orders a red-haired man to the gallows. A shiny apple rests on the ground nearby.
Away! Behold, the paintings tell the tale. My judgment is rendered. The thief earns his due. No, the judge has spoken. The crime must be punished.
You have my attention.
I have such a headache. The shadows are blocking me. I need to get rid of them somehow. The cell. A stern prison guard slides a warm meal into the thief's cell. The red-haired man has a 10-day left to serve, judging by the scratchings on the wall behind him. The cell. A stern prison guard slides a warm meal into the thief's cell. The red-haired man has a 10-day left to serve, judging. Freedom. A red-haired man walks the streets of Baldur's Gate, clad in a billowing cloak. You catch a glimpse of a sly smile beneath his hood and a golden coin in his hand.
A thief walks free. Is this truly justice?
The hanging. A red-haired man is depicted hanging from a gallows as a crowd looks on. You notice a child in the crowd, a falling tear leaving a trail on his cheek.
Still in control. Just.
A good leader has the insight to find good counsel. As a war reaches its end, there is one who doesn't advise for the city's prosperity. Find him and strike him down. Insightful decision. The tree of peace bore lasting fruit. Proceed. With courage does the hero march. Fettered by the taxing chains of fear, a stalwart soul must ever persevere. With insight does the hero choose. Guidance born of ancient wisdom proven. Peace, not strife, the undenied conclusion. With justice does the hero rule. Lead not the guiltless lamb to bloody slaughter, nor cleanse the lion's sins in sacred water. With strategy does the hero scheme. A cunning mind, 100 steps ahead, your allies close, your rivals stunned in dread. Worthy you are found. Go forth, hero, seize your fate, and rise, great worm, heart of the gate.
Hells. The Great Worm is nothing but bone and memories.
Dragon's spirit floods your mind and memory in a great torrent of power. He is with you. He is within you. He is you. The next words that spill from your mouth are not yours, but the worm's.
I am Ansel, heart of the gate, butchered in flesh, risen in spirit.
Your lips resist, then yield. Ansur's thoughts flow out of you as if they were your own. The spirit pauses, and you feel the astral prism stir. Ansur senses the Emperor's presence within it.
Answer me, Facey. Why have you come?
resonates within you. The torrent stills, only disturbed by the dragon's next words.
Brack, my words aren't meant for you. They're meant for him.
The Emperor stirs in the astral prison, and in you, calm, curious, and detached.
Baldur, your presence has stirred me, as it ever did. I am awakened.
Answer. It's been too long.
Baldur! No! I don't believe it.
A name I once answered to. A name I did not expect to hear again. Least of all from the mouth of an old friend.
Friend. Yes. And more. Until you killed me. Have you come to dance on my bones, Baldur? Was slaying me not satisfaction enough?
Satisfaction? No. You left me no choice.
You had every choice. You were becoming illithid. I offered you merciful death. You chose to fight. And now you bring your throne before me. How far has the great Baldur fallen?
Stillness. Ansur's consciousness hovers just above yours, searching, seeing.
Dear Ansur.
Enough! I gave you everything, Baldur, and you repaid me in slaughter. It is time I return the favor. I am the heart of the gate. I am the one who roared. Let my bones rise and the storms gather. Witness Baldur. The final tempest has come. This time, you will not escape it!
Kicking, for goodness!
with ease. Forever doorless.
Waste a step.
Can't give up. Not now. Heading there.
Time for the eyes, Boo! Die in silence, evil! Incorrosible!
Got to press on. I'm not going to last much longer.
Where do I go from here?
Can we fight now? Who is not used to this taking of turns?
Swords meet sorcery.
death! Best to hold my wounds closed, but some healing might help.
Death's close at hand.
To arms! Wait, no! To swords!
Baldur, what have you done?
I did not sleep.
I'm sore. I never thought I'd see him again. I was. Now, I am much, much more. But it seems you are more interested in my past. Such sentimentality. Very well. It's like I always told you. I was just like you. An adventurer who yearned for greatness. And in mortal terms, I achieved it. As captain of the Wandering Eye, I acquired enough gold to found Baldur's Gate. I stayed for a while to watch my city grow. But it was not enough. I grew restless again. The sea called to me, and I ran to her with open arms. Life at sea was not easy. Our last adventure was ruinous. My ship was destroyed, my crew lost, but my spirit was far from broken. I was determined to return in triumph once again. I heard of treasure in Moonrise. I strove to find it. What I found was an illithid colony, where I acquired a tadpole much like yours, and became a mind flayer, enthralled to the Elder Brain. It was Ansor who found me. Ansor who pulled me from the Brain's domination. Ansor who brought me home. He sought to cure me of my sickness, called on every healer he could find, nearly broke his spirit in the attempt. But he failed to understand. I wanted no healing. I was not sick. Of course I do. More so because it was Ansor. Even after he had exhausted all possibility of reversing my condition, he still clung to her. I tried to convince him of my reality. I was on the cusp of greatness beyond my wildest dreams. But all he could see was a mind flayer. He came to me as I slept. A mercy killing in his mind. I saw the tears. I felt his grief. I had no choice but to kill him first. It was an act of self-preservation. Put simply, yes. And being alive even more so. Do not think that I am ignorant of what I have lost. I may not regret my actions, but I do regret that they were necessary. While the past is beyond my influence, the present is not. It is time we move on. 2 nether stones remain in the hands of the Chosen. We must find them before we confront the Brain.
Ansur is dead. There will be no great tempest roaring through the skies, no dragon redeemer to save us. What hope then for Baldur's Gate? Without the great worm's aid, is the city doomed to fall?
You braved the worm's lair, seeking a savior. Yet it was you, all of you, who vanquished the undead abomination which Ansur became. You are more powerful than you understand.
You're right. We are the warriors who'll slay the Absolute. We are the guardians who'll defend this fair city. Perhaps, but we will still smite the Brain, and still be hailed as champions. I could even claim my father's own ducal title, and carry his banner after this. Grand Duke Will Ravengard, Marshal of the Flaming Fist, the city's truest defender.
And you are certain you will be accepted as such? Minsk has not seen a crown fitted for horns before.
The Absolute's end would be the guarantee. Devilish visage be damned. If I were to call myself Grand Duke, no patriarch would deny the claim. You're right. I fought to right the wrongs of the coast, to slay the monsters that hunt the helpless. What good is a champion who puts himself above the people? What good am I as a politician just out of reach? There will be no Grand Duke Will Ravengard, and there will be no Blade of Frontiers. I am now the Blade of Avernus. For as long as demons and devils imperil the Sword Coast, they will be my prey.
The Blade of Avernus.
A calm settles over you. The Elder Brain is a menace, but with the Blade of Avernus at your side, you know you will triumph.
The Blade of Avernus. A new name for a changed man. The four pillars finally rise within me. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. I'm not to abide them, but to become them. But enough reflection for today. I'm of a mind to celebrate. A hearty meal would do the trick. A few hunks of fresh venison, a round of brown ale. What do you say? Wonderful. You hunt the deer, I'll scrounge up the ale. Prepare your belly for a roast a la Blade. Let's hope Gale doesn't take offense if I assume cooking duties, just the once. The Helm of Baldur.
The worm's tempest and his roar hurtle through you. Arnsur's essence still lives within the helm, instilling you with power for as long as you wear it.
Are they going to arrest us?
Let's rehearse this one.
If they throw us
Now
in
they
jail?
call for the steel
I'm
watch.
obsessed. And tell me what you were
Calm
doing
down,
in the
dear.
house.
It won't happen, I swear.
Oh, I can't let it glaze that Pete's the art. He wasn't even hurt.
Hunk of junk stomping around. Who needs them when you've got
That's why
plenty
nothing's
fist?
gonna happen to...
Those clanking great steel watchers. Bloody hate them.
Even if you
No
and our
matter what
friend
man
ended up
says.
having werewolf coats, they'd be so adorable.
I've shown no signs of lycanthropy, thank you very much. But should that change, I'll take it you're volunteering to be childminder.
Buy me some protective gloves and I'm all for it.
The Blade of Avernus. I can't think of a better man than Will to take up the title. It's about time someone stood up to the evil fucks populating the Hells. Hell yes.
So, the Blade of Frontiers is dead. Long live the Blade of Avernus. I just hope he stays focused on battling infernal forces. The undead have it hard enough already.
The Blade of Avernus. How marvelous. It rolls right off the tongue. Tell me, little bug, who should Will's first target be?
Now hope is gone, or so it seems, but game's not over yet. New cards are drawn, new hands are played, newcomers place a bet.
Yes, to kill the Absolute, to free the infected, to end the Illithid grand design. Could there be a more heroic journey? But what about the next battle? And the next? How mighty will the stalwart blade be without warlock powers to help him? Tell me you haven't forgotten. Once the Absolute is no more, so is my aid. Well, perhaps I might pay a visit once he's settled, offer some advice. A bit of infernal altruism, if you will. Ah, the thrill of the unknown. I can't wait to see how this epic plays out.
Will would be wiser to leverage his family name for a position of power in Baldur's Gate. The Hells can have him for all I care.
The Blade of Avernus. I suppose Hell is just another frontier.
A noble chant, is it not? Hail Will, Blade of Avernus! Well, yes, Boo, the horseless chariots of Avernus are impressive too. But that would be no kind of name, would it? Karl, do I see you gazing long at Boo? You wish to have a hamster of your own, I think.
I wouldn't say no. But really I was thinking, how old is he, Minsk?
He is quite obviously in his prime. For a miniature giant space hamster.
And he's always looked the exact same. No chance Jahir has been swapping him out every few years.
Karlak! Minsk and Boo thought better of you than to be so concerned with looks.
That's curious.
Look for striped sails, they said. Every other ship's got stripes on its sails. Like asking us to look for a fish with a tail.
Whoa, whoa, mate. This is the last place you need to be. Clear off, yeah? 2 words. Guild business. Only an idiot gets between them and their shipments.
easy, mate. We're humble smugglers, all right? So just take whatever you want. Just take it and go.
This dock is closed until further notice by order of Lord Gortash. This dock is closed until further notice by order of Lord Gortash.
Allow ourselves to be manipulated by misinformation.
It's not a lie! If you would just listen, I could explain!
You have done quite enough explaining, Volothamp Gadam. You have poisoned the very hearts and minds of these good, kind, gentle citizens with your lies, your delusions, your conspiracies. Though you hide behind a mask of stories, we have seen beyond the veil. We see what you really are. Fearmonger.
Here, here!
Attention seek.
Here, here!
Agent of chaos.
Your parasite stirs in recognition. This man isn't.
Let the hells follow!
Today, citizens, we rid ourselves of this cankerous sore. Today, we burn away all falsehoods. Today, we will be divided no longer, for today, we rise in truth.
Psst. Don't just stand there. Help me, gods damn it! Help me!
By the gods, do something! Or are you going to let them blow up the poor guy?
The newcomer speaks, and speaks of evidence, and trials, and justice. And in so doing, they delay their very own salvation. Dear citizen, dear friend, rest assured you will have your justice. But I'm afraid the time for trials has passed. Now is the time for judgment!
No! Please! No!